This is getting very interesting.
Yeah, I know.
So, what I want us to talk about is moving your items and your stuff from London, South London, about 250 miles to Blackburn. Like, how did you go about it? How was it?
So, like I said, all my flats were unfurnished, so I had to bring my sofa, my bed. The only thing in the flats was washing machine and fridge and freezer. Yeah, so all my stuff, my sofa, my bed, everything, I went through a man called the Man with a Van.
Yeah, okay.
He has this, and they have these big vans, big ones. So he came for me 4:30 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, and I packed all my things. He helped, and he really helped with all my things, everything. How much did it cost me? I would say, £250.
Just £250. Oh, that's not bad.
Apparently, that wasn't what he wanted to charge, because I think I booked him through a third party.
Okay.
So when the third party gave me the quote, that apparently the third party's charge was at £250, but he failed to tell me that. So he wanted to charge £250 for his services, and then later I'll pay the driver extra. But there was a miscommunication. So he brought me here, and then and another thing was he only wanted cash. He didn't want me to pay him bank transfer. So he brought me here, and then by then I'd already paid a deposit. And when he brought me, he was like, okay, the remaining of he wanted his balance. And I'm like, I gave him, I was willing to do like a bank transfer. I was like, no, he only takes cash. Then he asked me how much is left. And I think I'd already paid a deposit of £100, so I only needed to pay 115. I was like, okay, I'll transfer 150 to you. I was like, 150? I was like, yeah, that was what the guy said. So there and then we rang the guy on phone and was like, oh shoot, that was not what I meant. I meant to say 250 for me, and then you give him. So he wanted me to pay 250 to him, and then when I come, I'll give the driver like a £200.
Wow,
so like
£450.
Yeah, that was the intention, but my God is good.
Oh, I think God loves you.
Yeah, so I had to pay only £250. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Because some people will never understand. You still have to.
But it wasn't my fault. It was just miscommunication. So they will have to start there when they go back.
With your new trust, how do you find it? What department are you in now?
I was working. I was working on the orthopedic ward in Blackburn Hospital.
Yeah.
But I'm no more working on an orthopedic ward. I'm now on the endoscopy unit.
The cheap one.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Honestly,
it can be busy. No, trust me.
I know it can be busy, but the fact that you only do weekdays, you don't do nights.
Yeah. Well, you can see. To be fair, weighing endoscopy and ward, I mean, it's relatively easier.
Yeah.
Working on endoscopy units than on the ward. So easy. I won't say it's easy, but slightly. Yeah.
Because when I'm comparing, because I'm in A&E, I always
I don't want to be in your shoes.
Compare it to A&E, and I'm like,
I don't envy you at all.
I know.
I don't envy you at all. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, most of our emergency upper GI bleeds and food boluses, they do come from A&E though. Yeah. So yeah.
But we would have seen it all, settle the patient, made the patient comfortable before they come.
We do what we have to do, and then we go home.
Look at that. But do you love this trust? Do you like it?
That's a political question.
Yeah, but you expressed your interest, like how much you loved Sari and Sassy.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting for you to say something similar.
That's what I'm saying. It's a political question. Oh yeah. I mean, I like their trust. I mean, I like it. Yeah, they are good people. Yeah.
I mean, you're on camera, so you can't even say.
Yeah.
So you like it.
They always people up north always say they are friendly than people down south. The reason being that down south is the rush hour. Everyone is rushing to catch the train, catch the bus, catch everything they have to catch before their time. Because for instance, if you go to a London train station, oh my days, even if you fall, they'll just say, oh hi, get up. No one is going to help you get up because it's a rush hour. But up north, it's relaxed.
So there's this thing that I want to ask. There's a perception that there are a bit of a mixed race down south as compared to up north here. So people don't really want to move like up because they feel they're not going to find a lot of black people to associate with. How did you find that, or how did you get through to
So to be really fair, the Black Asian minority, is it BAME or B? Yeah,
BAME,
Black
yeah.
Asian minority ethnicity or
Yeah.
ethnic something. It's up north. It's not really
Yeah.
up to the standard. More can be done.
Yeah.
For instance, I live in my flat currently. There are 54 flats
Yeah.
in my apartment where I live
Yeah.
now. And I remember within the first 2 months I moved here, there was a fire alarm. So we had to all go downstairs and wait for the fire service personnel to come and just assess the whole situation. That was around 2 a.m. when the fire alarm started going here.
I don't even know the outcome myself.
So I went down, and then to my surprise, I was the only only black person.
Wow. My God.
Only black person. That's just with the club. And with the hospital as well. I mean, there's work to be done.
Yeah.
There's work to be done. I mean, to all those who have those concerns, they are legitimate concerns.
Yeah.
I can't reassure them enough. I can't say they should disregard all those things. I can't say that. But like I'm saying, yeah, they are legitimate concerns. They are legitimate questions they should ask. However, the UK still is a 0% racism
Yeah.
tolerance.
Yeah. That's what they say.
0% tolerant to racism. So what I can say is no one tolerates racism.
Yeah.
So with that, you are rest assured. However, I can't say they should ignore all those concerns.
I mean, you always get one or two people.
Yeah, you would.
who are
Yeah,
just okay, but come to think of it, if you have 54 flats and out of the 54, like you are the only black.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something.
That was in 2019, but now I'm seeing a couple of
black people. So it's improving.
It's improving. It's improving.
Okay,
I mean, the more people are realizing it's really cheap up here.
Honestly,
Rent is cheap.
honestly.
I mean, the cost of living here is cheaper comparing it to people living in the Midlands and down south as well. So
yeah.
the more people are realizing how cheap it is here, comparing it to the current inflation rate, people are moving up here. So it's improving.
Oh, that's
it's improving.
good. That's good.
It's improving.
Yeah. So guys, if you are thinking of changing trusts, well, this is what you have to do. He's told us about a lot of things, what you have to do with your old trust and your incoming trust, what you have to do with your course, your visa. He's told us about the living condition, moving, getting somebody, a van to help you and come up here. So I think that's basically it all. Is there anything you would want to add that I've not? Oh yeah, and then one more thing. So what if you are in a trust and then I think you work for like 2 years, they increase your salary.
Yeah.
So I don't know, you changing trust after 2 years, was it increased or did it stay as the basic?
So with the NHS, the agenda for change with a band payment. So if you're in continuous service, I think 2 years they increase it.
Yeah.
So with mine, there was another mistake. So when I moved from down south to here, I don't know what happened or I don't know what did not happen. My salary was, I don't know, they didn't apply. The increment didn't apply. So I had to get my manager up here involved. And then they had to fill in, I forgot the name of the form. They had to fill in that discrepancy payment form, something. And then it had to take effect. But then I got a bit of back pay as well. Because it's the same, if you're a band 5, after every year or 2 years, you need to get the increment in your pay. So it was the same, unless of course I didn't get that increment affected when I moved to my new trust. But I got it sorted out.
So you had an increment even though you were starting from another trust.
Yeah, I did.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's a progressive pay. So if you start from your lower band as a band 5, as you progress up the ladder, if you move to a new trust, you continue. You don't start from the bottom. You continue from where you left off.
Okay. So let's say when you decided that you were changing trust to when you finally got here, what was the time interval you think averagely?
like I said, during my time, I applied for the visa during COVID, so my visa approval took a while, and 2, my employer was happy for me to start with just my COS.
Yeah.
So, in less than, so because I had to give 8 week notice, I had to wait for my notification period to have ended.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I could have started earlier because I got my COS early. So give and take 9 weeks because I had to wait for my resignation period to end. 9 weeks. But for people whose HR or who their manager wants them to start pending the approval of their visa, it may take longer because you need to get your visa before you can start. Okay. However, if they're happy for you to start with your COS, it may be shorter, depending on when your COS is approved.
In summary, if we are to put it in points, what the process is, so I'll say you decide, and then you find a trust that you are going to, find a job, do your interview, get your course started sorting, you put your resignation in, and as soon as that goes through, you get your course, you apply for a new visa, because that visa would be cancelled, and as soon as that goes through, you find an accommodation, and then you decide, you move, and you start working. So that's it basically. Okay. Basically that's it. Decide, apply for jobs, and start. And some trusts, all the trainings I did down south were transferable. Okay, good.
Unless, of course, by the time I came, my BLS had expired, so I had to do a new BLS. So, but my cannulation, my blood transfusion trainings, all those skills were transferable. So I didn't have to do all those things again. Oh, that's good. That was a good point. Yeah. Teacher Pay. Oh, thank you very much for coming on to the show. Welcome. I feel like a celebrity, you know. Of course you are. What do you have for my viewers? Viewers, like, subscribe, share, and click that bell. Anytime she uploads a video, you get a notification. I'm a celebrity. Thank you so much, Bill. I hope to see you again. Sure. I know for sure we'll definitely meet somewhere on that land of opportunity. All right, so thank you very much. It was nice meeting you again. Nice meeting you again too. Bye.